Now I'm going to talk about time-based bidirectional payment channels. This type of transaction can go both ways. However, it should be a 2 of 2 multi-sig contract, meaning that two entities only have to interact with each other. Firstly, the first transaction has to be made and signed by both parties. This transaction guarantees that both parties get back their funds if neither of them responded to further transactions. Next, each transaction is created with a time lock smaller than the previous one, and if both parties signed any one of those transactions, all the transactions previous to this transaction are cancelled. This happened only to motivate both parties to sign the transactions. This still does have the same problem, as it has only limited time for both parties to respond, and they may not have enough time for signing and responding to this transaction. A solution were made. Create a multi-sig transaction that sends back the fund. This stays in the network without being recorded forever. The channel will start after kicking off that transaction, then it has a limited time like the old version. Another update: when the time lock of the transaction is becoming too low, instead of sending money to two parties, you send again bitcoins to the multi-sig, creating another kick-off transaction for a new series of time lock transactions. This can be repeated as many times as needed, and hence the channel can live as many as we want it to live.